Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. American Pickers Mike Wolf reveals show is renewed for season 27, despite ratings drop and Frank Fritz's tragic death. Although season 26 premiered just last month, Mike has shared American Pickers will be returning for another outing. This follows the show's ratings dropping to the lowest for season 26 so far. Mike wrote on Instagram, "Morning porch vibes from the great state of Tennessee. Enjoying some much-needed downtime before we start shooting a new season of American Pickers. Now almost 500 episodes in, my heart is humbled and grateful that you all still tune in to see America and its great people through our lens." He added, "Just like yours, the family that we have created has been through so much together, beauty and some sadness around our table, but we remain focused on sharing history and how it connects us all." It comes as the show's former longtime co-host, Frank Fritz, died in September at just 60. Frank last appeared on the show in March 2020 and had suffered a stroke in 2022. Mike penned a lengthy tribute, which read in part, "It's with a broken heart that I share with all of you that Frank passed away last night. I've known Frank for more than half my life, and what you've seen on TV has always been what I have seen, a dreamer who was just as sensitive as he was funny. The same off-camera as he was on, Frank had a way of reaching the hearts of so many by just being himself." Robbie Wolf, who replaced Frank on American Pickers, shared, "It's with a heavy heart I'm sad to say my friend Frank Fritz has passed away last night. You all knew him from TV, but I knew him from traveling, fishing, and family. He was the godfather to my twin girls. His smile was contagious and his laughter will be missed. Most of all, just time sitting in a fishing boat talking about life. I know you're in a better place. Love you, buddy. Hope you catch the big one. Until we see each other in heaven, hold the boat steady." The gravel crunches under Mike Wolf's boots as he steps out of his truck, the brisk morning air stirring a sense of nostalgia and responsibility in his chest. Just a few years ago, he might have been sharing a joke with Frank Fritz, his longtime partner in picking, as they prepared to calm through some barn filled with forgotten treasures. But today, it's different. The news of Frank's passing is still raw, a painful reminder that even though time moves forward, the people in our lives can be gone in an instant. It's true that American Pickers has faced its share of ups and downs, with ratings fluctuating and Frank's absence from the show stirring a mixed response from fans. Mike's found himself shouldering more than just the weight of the next deal. It's been a tough journey, but the announcement of season 27's renewal has given him renewed hope. Mike knows he has an audience that's been there since the beginning, people who understand that each piece he finds has a story, and those stories still need to be told. The show's appeal has always been more than just the antiques. It's about the history, the personal stories that surface when people part with cherished items. Mike reflects on the hundreds of people he's met across the country, individuals who've shared their lives with him, if only for a moment. As he steps onto the porch of an old farmhouse, he remembers a similar day years ago, when he and Frank had explored a rural property together. Frank's sharp wit and unwavering eye for detail often made those picks feel like an adventure rather than work. Without him, there's an irreplaceable void. Robbie, Mike's brother, has been a steady presence since Frank's departure. He's supported Mike in more ways than one, helping him carry the torch of the show while also adding his unique touch. Robbie's had big shoes to fill, and the fan reactions haven't always been easy. But over time, he's found his place within the dynamic, growing more comfortable in the role and honoring the legacy of American Pickers. Together, they navigate each pick with a mutual understanding, a bond that's deepened over years and a shared respect for the memories and people they encounter. With season 27 underway, Mike has decided to revisit some of the most memorable locations the show has ever filmed, from old automotive graveyards to century-old farms. This season, more than any before, is dedicated to the stories, and to Frank. Mike knows that revisiting these places will be emotionally challenging, but he also believes it's a way to honor his friend and partner. With each episode, he hopes to capture the spirit of what made the show so special, not just for him, but for the millions of viewers who have tuned in over the years. Inside the farmhouse, he meets an elderly couple, each wrinkle and smile line a testament to lives well lived. they've been holding onto a collection of antique farm equipment, some of it untouched since the 1950s. As Mike gently probes into the history of each piece, the couple shares stories of hard work and perseverance, tales of a different time. Mike feels a familiar pull. This is what makes picking so much more than a job. It's about honoring people's memories and celebrating lives well lived. The ratings dip has been a concern, sure, but Mike's not one to focus solely on numbers. To him, the most important thing is authenticity. As long as he's sharing true stories and real emotions, he believes that the fans who value those connections will continue to support the show. He's been humbled by the messages and comments from fans expressing condolences for Frank, as well as support for the new season. They know Frank's absence is felt in every episode, every negotiation, and every handshake. Mike wants to make this season about healing and closure, for himself, for the fans, and for the show that's meant so much to all of them. With each stop, Mike and Robbie keep an eye out for those unique, one-of-a-kind items that spark curiosity and wonder. They find rusty signs, vintage motorcycles, antique toys, and items that time has all but forgotten. Every pick is a reminder that life goes on, that beauty can still be found in the unexpected. As they load the truck with their latest finds, Mike can't help but imagine Frank by his side, grinning at the sight of a rare piece. In a way, Frank's spirit feels present, as if he's still a part of every journey, every bargain, and every dusty old barn they walk into. As season 27 unfolds, Mike is determined to honor Frank's legacy and make the fans proud. He wants to show that the heart of American Pickers has always been about connection, about finding beauty in the old and discarded. There's something poetic about giving new life to the forgotten, a mission that's only grown more meaningful with Frank's passing. Mike hopes that through these episodes, he can give fans a sense of closure, while also celebrating the friendship that brought them so many unforgettable memories. For the fans who have stuck with him through the years, Mike has a message. This season's for Frank, and it's for all of you who've shared in this journey with us. Every piece, every person, every story, they're all part of something bigger than any of us. The sun begins to set as Mike and Robbie drive off, their truck loaded down with pieces from the past, each item a reminder of where they've been and the people who've shared their stories. The road ahead is uncertain, but one thing is clear. As long as there are stories to tell and memories to honor, American Pickers will keep going. This season, perhaps more than any other, is a tribute to the legacy of two friends and the countless lives they've touched along the way. Mike Wolfe had been down this road before, facing uncertainty, handling loss, and pushing forward with a show that had become a cultural touchstone for American history buffs and road trip dreamers alike. But this time, as he sat in front of the camera for a press interview to announce the renewal of American Pickers for its 27th season, the air was heavier, tinged with the recent passing of his friend and former co-host, Frank Fritz. He could still hear Frank's laugh echo in his mind, feel the years they'd spent navigating America's backroads, unearthing pieces of forgotten history from dusty barns and cluttered sheds. Mike took a deep breath, focusing on what lay ahead. He knew the renewal announcement was bittersweet, especially with the show's recent ratings struggles. The dynamics had changed since Frank's departure, and while Robbie had stepped in to support his brother, the fans had missed the Mike-Frank camaraderie that had been so integral to American Pickers. Even though the numbers had dipped, American Pickers had grown beyond a show about antiques. For loyal fans, it was a celebration of forgotten treasures and the untold stories each item held. In his heart, Mike knew that keeping the show alive honored not only the artifacts they uncovered, but the legacy he and Frank had built together.